Breaking news in the rap world. And if what just happened is really what it looks like, then hip-hop might have just witnessed the moment one of the biggest careers in music history took a serious hit. Because over the last few hours, fans across Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube have been asking the same question: did Kendrick Lamar just end Drake's run at the top of the industry, live in front of everyone? Now listen, rap beef is nothing new. Hip-hop has always been built on competition, ego, and lyrical warfare. But what just unfolded feels different. This isn't just another diss track, or a few slick bars thrown in an interview. According to fans who are watching everything unfold in real time, Kendrick Lamar may have just dropped a series of moves so calculated, so ruthless, that people inside the industry are allegedly scrambling behind the scenes trying to understand what just happened. It started late last night, when a clip began circulating online showing Kendrick performing a brand new verse that nobody had heard before. Within minutes, the internet exploded. Fans were replaying the bars, breaking them down word by word, convinced that Kendrick wasn't just throwing shade, he was aiming directly at Drake. And the lyrics. Let's just say people are calling them some of the most brutal shots ever aimed at the Toronto superstar. But here's where the story gets even crazier. Shortly after that performance went viral, several insiders in the music business started hinting that Drake's camp was not happy at all. One anonymous industry source allegedly told a rap blog, this wasn't just a diss. Kendrick crossed a line. Meanwhile, fans noticed something strange happening on social media. Drake's team suddenly went silent, posts started disappearing, and rumors began spreading that emergency meetings were happening behind closed doors. Now the internet is in full detective mode. Hashtags are trending, reaction videos are popping up every minute, and hip-hop fans everywhere are debating whether Kendrick Lamar just delivered the knockout punch in one of rap's biggest rivalries. Some are saying this is the moment Drake's dominance finally cracked. Others think Drake is quietly preparing a response that could shake the entire industry. But if the whispers coming out of certain music circles are even half true, what Kendrick did next might be the real reason the industry is watching this situation unfold in real time. The moment that viral clip started circulating online, the entire hip-hop world instantly went into investigation mode. Fans weren't just casually listening to Kendrick Lamar's new verse, they were studying it like it was evidence in a courtroom. Within minutes, reaction pages, rap bloggers, and YouTube commentators were replaying the performance again and again, slowing the video down and dissecting every line. And according to thousands of fans across social media, the message felt crystal clear. Kendrick wasn't just rapping for fun, he was aiming directly at Drake. The verse itself was delivered during what was supposed to be a normal live performance appearance. But halfway through the set, Kendrick suddenly switched his flow and started delivering bars that nobody had heard before. The crowd inside the venue reacted immediately, but it was the internet that truly exploded seconds later. One line in particular had fans going crazy online. Kendrick reportedly rapped something that many listeners interpreted as a direct reference to Drake's reputation for dominating charts, while critics questioned his authenticity. As soon as that line hit the internet, Twitter, or X, as some people still call it, lit up with thousands of posts within minutes. One fan wrote, "Kendrick just called Drake out without even saying his name, this is crazy." Another viral post said, "Now that wasn't a diss, that was a full warning shot." Reaction videos started appearing across YouTube almost instantly, with rap commentators pausing the lyrics every few seconds trying to decode what Kendrick meant. Some believed he was questioning Drake's credibility in hip-hop culture. Others believed Kendrick was hinting at something deeper happening behind the scenes in the music industry. But what really made the moment feel serious wasn't just the lyrics, it was Kendrick's energy. According to fans who were actually in the audience, the tone of the performance felt intense, almost personal. One attendee, who posted a video from the crowd, wrote, "You could feel the tension when he said those bars. Everyone knew exactly who he was talking about." And once the clip spread online, the debate became impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, something strange started happening on Drake's side of the internet. Fans noticed that several posts connected to Drake's team suddenly disappeared from social media around the same time the clip went viral. Now nobody confirmed whether that had anything to do with Kendrick's verse, but that didn't stop the speculation from spreading like wildfire. Rap blogs began posting headlines asking if Drake's camp had been caught off guard by Kendrick's move. One well-known hip-hop commentary page even claimed an insider had reached out to them with a shocking statement. According to that anonymous source, the situation inside Drake's circle was tense. The person allegedly said, they didn't expect Kendrick to go there like that. Of course, there was no official confirmation of that message, but by then the internet had already decided that something major was unfolding. Inside hip-hop circles, artists and producers also started reacting quietly. A few rappers posted cryptic messages on their Instagram stories. One artist simply wrote, "Hip-hop is getting interesting again." Another posted a thinking face emoji with the caption, "The chess game has begun." Fans immediately interpreted those posts as subtle reactions to the Kendrick and Drake situation. Then things took another twist that made the drama feel even bigger. A podcast host who is known for having connections inside the music industry claimed, during a live stream, that several major record executives had already started discussing the situation privately. According to him, the reason people in the industry were paying attention wasn't just because of the lyrics, it was because Kendrick rarely moves without purpose. The host said, "When Kendrick says something, there's usually a bigger play behind it." That statement alone pushed fans even deeper into speculation mode. Suddenly, people weren't just analyzing the verse anymore, they were analyzing Kendrick's entire strategy. Some fans believed the verse was just the opening move in something bigger. Others thought Kendrick might be preparing to drop new music that could escalate the situation even further. At the same time, Drake himself remained completely silent. And that silence might have been the loudest reaction of all. Usually when drama hits the internet involving Drake, fans expect some type of response, even if it's just a subtle lyric, a meme, or a post on Instagram. But this time there was nothing. No tweets. No comments. No reaction. That silence created a new wave of tension online. Some fans believed Drake was carefully planning his response. Others started wondering if Kendrick's verse had caught him completely off guard. But just when people thought the story couldn't get any more intense, another rumor started spreading through hip-hop blogs that made the situation feel even bigger than a rap diss. Because according to a few insiders, the real reason industry executives were watching this unfold had nothing to do with one verse. It had to do with what Kendrick might be planning next. As the hours passed after that viral performance, the tension across the hip-hop world kept building. Fans were still replaying Kendrick Lamar's verse and debating every lyric when another unexpected development started making waves online. Several rap blogs suddenly began reporting that Kendrick might have more than just a single verse ready. According to whispers floating around the industry, Kendrick had allegedly been sitting on a full record aimed at Drake, and the verse people heard during the performance might have only been a preview. The rumor alone was enough to push the internet into complete meltdown mode. Within minutes, hashtags like Kendrick vs Drake and Rap Civil War started trending as fans tried to figure out if another diss track was about to drop. Hip-hop commentators immediately jumped into live streams and podcasts discussing the possibility. One YouTube host said during a late-night broadcast, "If Kendrick really has a full track loaded, Drake might be in trouble. Because Kendrick doesn't drop randomly, he drops with strategy." Clips of that statement quickly started circulating across social media, making the situation feel even more intense. Fans began comparing this moment to some of the most legendary rap beefs in history, saying the energy felt similar to the days when diss records would dominate the culture for weeks. Meanwhile, people inside the industry were reportedly starting to react as well. One producer, who claimed to have worked with artists connected to Drake, posted a cryptic message online that read, "Some people poke the bear, others wake the lion." The message didn't mention any names, but fans immediately assumed it was connected to the Kendrick situation. Under the post, comments flooded in from users trying to decode what the producer meant. Some believed it hinted that Drake was preparing a response. Others thought it might mean the situation had already gone further behind the scenes than the public realized. At the same time, Drake's silence continued, and that only made fans even more suspicious. Normally Drake is extremely active online, sharing music updates, photos, or subtle messages that keep fans engaged. But after Kendrick's verse started trending, his social media presence suddenly went quiet. For almost an entire day, there was no post, no story, no response. That silence triggered a wave of theories across rap forums and comment sections. One fan tweeted, "Drake being quiet right now is either genius strategy, or Kendrick really shook the room." Another wrote, "Something is definitely happening behind closed doors." Then another twist appeared that made the drama feel even bigger. A well-known hip-hop journalist claimed, during a podcast episode, that several artists had privately reached out to him asking about the situation. According to the journalist, some rappers were shocked by how direct Kendrick's message seemed. He explained during the discussion, "Artists are watching this closely because Kendrick isn't the type to throw random shots. When he speaks, it usually means something serious is coming." That statement instantly spread across social media, adding fuel to the already growing fire. At the same time, fans started noticing something else unusual. A few hours after the performance clip went viral, Kendrick's team reportedly uploaded a short video teaser to one of his official platforms. The video itself was extremely short, only a few seconds long, but it showed Kendrick standing in a dimly lit room while a slow instrumental played in the background. There were no lyrics, no announcement, just the date flashing on the screen before the video ended. Within minutes, fans began speculating that the date might be connected to new music. The reaction online was immediate. Thousands of comments appeared under reposts of the clip. One fan wrote, "If Kendrick drops a diss track on that date, the internet will break." Another said, "Drake better respond before that day comes." Reaction channels on YouTube began posting videos analyzing the teaser frame by frame, searching for hidden clues about what Kendrick might be planning. But the drama didn't stop there. Late that night, a rumor started spreading that a few major radio stations had already been contacted about a potential exclusive premiere of new Kendrick music. According to an anonymous message shared by a radio employee on a hip-hop forum, someone from Kendrick's camp had asked about scheduling availability later that week. The post wasn't confirmed, but once again the internet ran with it. Fans began predicting that Kendrick might be preparing to drop something much bigger than a single performance verse. The speculation quickly turned into heated debates across social media. Some fans believed Kendrick was carefully building pressure before releasing a track that would completely dismantle Drake's reputation. Others argued that Drake had survived countless controversies and beefs before, and that he might already be preparing a response that would shift the narrative back in his favor. Meanwhile, one thing became clear as the conversation kept growing louder. The entire hip-hop community was watching. Rappers, producers, bloggers, and fans all seemed to feel that something important was unfolding. What started as a mysterious verse during a live performance had suddenly evolved into a full-blown industry moment. But just when people thought the tension couldn't rise any higher, another shocking claim started circulating through rap news pages. A claim suggesting that Kendrick's next move might not just challenge Drake lyrically. It might challenge his position in the industry entirely. The tension only grew heavier the next day, as the hip-hop world woke up to a flood of new speculation. What started as a viral performance clip had now turned into a full-blown industry conversation. Radio hosts, bloggers, podcasters, and artists themselves were all discussing the same question: was Kendrick Lamar setting up a moment that could seriously damage Drake's dominance in the rap game? Fans were glued to their phones waiting for either artist to make the next move. Then another unexpected development sent the internet into chaos. A well-known rap news page posted what they claimed was a leaked snippet from an unreleased Kendrick Lamar track. The clip was short, only a few seconds long, but the voice sounded unmistakably like Kendrick. In the snippet, a distorted instrumental played while Kendrick delivered a line that many listeners immediately interpreted as a direct jab at Drake's place in hip-hop. Within minutes, the clip had been reposted across every major rap page online. Fans immediately started arguing in the comments about whether the leak was real or fake. Some insisted the voice and flow were definitely Kendrick. Others believed the clip could have been edited or generated just to stir drama. But regardless of whether it was authentic, the damage was already done. Reaction channels on YouTube were already uploading breakdown videos with titles like "Did Kendrick just end Drake?" and "The Drake era might be over." Meanwhile, inside the industry, several artists began posting reactions that only added to the mystery. One rapper tweeted a simple message that read, "Pressure bust pipes." Another artist posted a clip of someone slowly sipping tea with the caption, "Watching this play out." Fans immediately interpreted those posts as indirect reactions to the Kendrick and Drake situation. The feeling online was that everyone in hip-hop was watching the chess match unfold. But the biggest shock came later that afternoon, when a popular music podcast claimed they had spoken to someone connected to Drake's label. According to the host, the insider described the atmosphere around Drake's camp as focused but tense. The host explained during the show, they are aware of everything that's happening online. They are paying attention. That statement alone sparked a massive debate across social media. Some fans believed Drake was simply staying quiet while preparing a powerful response. Others believed Kendrick's moves had genuinely caught the camp off guard. What made the situation even more intense was the way fans were beginning to analyze Kendrick's strategy. People started looking back at his past interviews and performances, pointing out that Kendrick has always been extremely deliberate with his actions. One viral thread explained that Kendrick often moves quietly before making a major artistic statement. The thread ended with a dramatic line that thousands of users reposted: "When Kendrick starts talking, something big usually follows." Meanwhile, Drake's silence continued. For almost 2 full days, there had been no visible reaction from him publicly. No tweets, no interviews, no cryptic captions. Fans began debating what that silence really meant. Some believed Drake was refusing to give Kendrick attention. Others argued that silence in hip-hop can sometimes look like weakness, especially when fans are expecting a lyrical response. Then another rumor started spreading that raised the stakes even higher. A concert attendee claimed that during a private industry event, someone close to Kendrick allegedly hinted that the performance verse was only the beginning. That statement was never officially confirmed, but it spread across rap blogs like wildfire. The idea that Kendrick might still have more material ready made fans even more excited. At the same time, Drake supporters started defending him across social media. One fan posted, "People forget Drake has survived every rap beef thrown at him." Another wrote, "You can't end a career that big with one verse." But Kendrick supporters quickly fired back, arguing that Kendrick's lyrical reputation and strategic timing made the situation different this time. Even some veteran hip-hop commentators started weighing in. One well-known rap journalist said during a live stream discussion, "This moment feels important because it's not just about lyrics. It's about legacy." Kendrick and Drake represent two completely different ideas of what hip-hop success looks like. That statement resonated with fans who had been debating the rivalry for years. The conversation slowly shifted from a simple diss to a deeper cultural debate. Some fans argued that Kendrick represented lyrical artistry and authenticity, while Drake represented commercial dominance and global popularity. Suddenly, the rivalry wasn't just about two artists anymore, it felt like a battle over the direction of hip-hop itself. But just when people thought the tension had reached its peak, another piece of information started circulating online that shocked fans even more. According to a few rap insiders, several major streaming playlists had already begun reshuffling their featured artists around the same time Kendrick's verse went viral. And if those whispers were even partially true, Kendrick's move might not just be shaking Drake lyrically. It might be shaking the business side of the industry too. As the speculation around Kendrick Lamar and Drake continued spreading across the internet, the situation took another dramatic turn that made the entire hip-hop community lean in even closer. What started as lyrical tension was now beginning to affect the business side of the music industry, and fans quickly noticed subtle changes that only fueled the drama further. Several music analysts online pointed out that within a short period after Kendrick's viral performance, streaming charts and major playlists seemed to be shifting in unusual ways. Some fans claimed Kendrick's songs were suddenly appearing more frequently on trending lists, while Drake's older tracks appeared to be dropping slightly in visibility on certain curated playlists. No one could officially confirm whether this had anything to do with the brewing rivalry, but the timing was enough to send rap fans into full conspiracy mode. A few industry commentators even began suggesting that executives inside major labels were quietly watching the situation unfold. One podcast host explained, during a heated live stream discussion, that moments like this can sometimes influence how the industry positions artists moving forward. According to him, when two massive stars clash in public, labels and streaming companies often monitor fan reactions very closely. The numbers matter, he said during the broadcast. If fans start shifting their attention, the business side of hip-hop pays attention real fast. That statement quickly spread across social media, with fans debating whether Kendrick's strategic moves were beginning to shift public momentum in his favor. Meanwhile, Drake's silence still hadn't broken, and the longer it lasted, the louder the internet conversations became. Some fans believed the Toronto superstar was quietly plotting a response that could flip the entire narrative. Others argued that Kendrick's calculated approach had already placed Drake in a difficult position. One popular tweet that gained thousands of likes read, "If Drake responds too fast it looks emotional, if he waits too long it looks like he's losing." Kendrick really put him in a corner. The comment sections under that post exploded with arguments from both sides of the fan bases. Around the same time, another rumor surfaced that pushed the story even deeper into dramatic territory. A hip-hop blogger claimed that several artists had privately reached out to both camps trying to understand what was really going on. According to the blogger, some rappers were excited about the competition because it was bringing attention back to lyrical battles in mainstream hip-hop. The blogger said during a live stream, "Artists love moments like this because it reminds people that rap is still competitive." Fans in the chat began flooding the stream with comments, many saying the situation felt like a return to the golden days of rap beef. But then another surprising detail caught fans' attention. During a recent club appearance, a DJ reportedly played a series of Kendrick Lamar songs back-to-back, and according to people who were there, the crowd went absolutely wild. Videos from the event quickly spread online, showing fans shouting lyrics and celebrating Kendrick's verses like they were victory anthems. Under one reposted clip, a user commented, "The energy in the room says everything." Others interpreted the moment as a sign that Kendrick's reputation, as one of the most respected lyricists in hip-hop, was giving him an advantage in the court of public opinion. At the same time, Drake supporters continued defending him, reminding everyone that he has dominated charts for over a decade and has overcome criticism before. Several fans posted clips of Drake's past hits with captions like "You can't erase this legacy." Some argued that Drake's global popularity and massive fan base made it impossible for any single moment to truly end his career. Those debates quickly turned into heated back-and-forth arguments across social media platforms, with both sides passionately defending their favorite artist. Even some veteran industry figures began weighing in carefully. One producer who had worked with several major rappers posted a message that read, "Hip-hop thrives on competition, but respect still matters." Fans immediately began interpreting the post in different ways. Some believed it was a subtle reminder that rap battles should stay lyrical rather than personal. Others thought it hinted that the tension between Kendrick and Drake might already be deeper than the public realized. What made the entire situation feel even more dramatic was the sense that everyone was waiting for the next move. Every day that passed without an official response from Drake or a confirmed new release from Kendrick kept the suspense building. Fans were refreshing their timelines, checking streaming platforms, and watching rap news channels for updates. Reaction videos continued appearing by the hour, with commentators debating possible scenarios about how the rivalry might unfold next. Some believed Kendrick's strategy was to apply pressure slowly, forcing Drake to respond on Kendrick's terms. Others believed Drake was preparing a surprise response that could shock the entire industry. Either way, the tension surrounding the situation had turned it into one of the most talked about moments in hip-hop culture. And as the debate kept growing louder across the internet, one thing became impossible to ignore. Whether this was the beginning of a legendary rap battle, or simply another dramatic chapter in hip-hop rivalry, the entire industry was now watching closely to see what would happen next. And now the entire hip-hop world is sitting back and watching this unfold like a live movie. What started as one mysterious verse from Kendrick Lamar has turned into a full internet storm, with fans, bloggers, and even industry insiders trying to figure out what it all really means. Some people believe Kendrick just made one of the boldest chess moves in rap history. Others think Drake is simply waiting for the perfect moment to respond and remind everyone why he's been dominating the charts for more than a decade. Right now, the culture feels split right down the middle. On one side, fans are saying Kendrick just shifted the power balance in hip-hop and exposed something bigger than a simple rap diss. On the other side, Drake supporters are confident that the Toronto superstar has something huge planned that could flip the whole narrative overnight. Emotions are running high, fans are shocked, and the internet is debating every lyric, every post, and every rumor that pops up. But the biggest question is still hanging in the air: what happens next? Is Kendrick really setting up the moment that could damage Drake's legacy? Or is Drake about to deliver a response that reminds the world exactly who he is? Because if history has taught us anything about rap beef, it's that the next move can change everything. Now we want to hear from you. Do you think Kendrick Lamar really just ended Drake's run at the top? Or is Drake about to come back even stronger? Drop your opinion in the comments, because this debate is getting heated and your voice matters in the conversation. And if you want more breaking rap news, industry drama, and viral hip-hop stories like this, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because the next twist in this story could drop at any moment.